So we just went and saw Scary Stories.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Really cool horror movie made by Guillermo del Toro. Maybe you saw a couple movies of his like Hellboy or Pan's Labyrinth. They're really good with the monster effects, and that's always the case with his movies, especially this one. It was a really cool movie. If I had to give it a score, I'd probably give it about an 8.5 out of 10. It was really cool. The story actually made sense. The effects were cool. 8.5 out of 10. What would you give it?
I give it a solid 8. I really enjoyed the story. It wasn't a lot of jump scares. It was a lot of just like creepiness, like suspense, like thrill kind of stuff. Like, oh my god, what's gonna happen?
Kind of if you're around maybe a campfire and someone was telling you a real good story.
Yeah.
It takes its time, it builds up, and really they prey on your fear of what's coming. So that was this movie, so let's go ahead and spoil it.
Spoilers!
And the girl says, let's go to a haunted house. So they go to this big haunted mansion that supposedly this girl named Sarah died in. And the town was kind of founded by the family that owns this house. But after she died, everyone disappeared and no one really knew what happened. So they go in this house, they're looking around, then all of a sudden they find a trap door leading to a room, to a dungeon that they believe that Sarah was held in for all of those years.
Yeah.
And as the girl's looking around, she finds a couple things, and then she finds this book. And this is Sarah's book of scary stories. So why is this book different from all of the books, Brian?
This book writes your story.
So in total, there's about 6 scary stories that they touch on. This movie is based on a book with a lot of short, scary stories. So it kind of made sense that they'd have a couple different ones, and they're trying to prevent these friends of theirs from dying. So the second story is called Where's My Toe?
No, the big toe.
Oh, where's my big toe?
No, the big toe.
Sorry. The story is the big toe.
I thought I said the Big Joe, and I said that, and then they're like, the toe? Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So the Big Toe story starts off with him calling his mom, and I guess his mom and stepdad are always out of town, so he pulls a big bucket of chili out, and as he's pulling this out, he's on a walkie-talkie talking to his friend, the female lead character, as well as Ramon, and they're seeing his story being written. And so then all of a sudden, it turns out there's a big toe in his chili, and it belongs to a corpse that is constantly trying to figure out where its big toe is.
Where's my toe?
So it's almost verbatim what's going on. They try to run over to stop him from getting taken, but he crawls under the bed. He can't find where the corpse is. And the corpse is under the bed with him, pulls him into the wall, and he's never seen again.
Yeah.
Fourth story, which I think might have been my favorite, was called The Red Room. And essentially, as they're in this mental institution trying to find records on this main girl, Sarah, he gets lost. And all of a sudden, he's in a big room, and alarms go off, which makes it a red room.
Yeah.
So as he's trying to run away, he sees this pasty blob woman just walking slowly to him, and he's running
everywhere he goes.
And she's there, and she's getting closer,
slowly
closer,
trapping him in. And this is the beauty of the movie, in my opinion, is it's not a lot of the jump, like, ooh, get your ass. No, it's a lot of like, ooh, like slowly building up the fear and the suspense and the thrill of actually what it's like to go through horror and terror and just being overwhelmed by fear.
And that's what happens to him. She basically captures him and pulls him in to her body, and it disappears. He's never to be seen again.
Yeah.
In order to stop all this from happening, they have to confront Sarah the ghost. So you find out that the family was the evil one and not Sarah.
Right.
And so essentially they tortured her to where she just wanted to enact her revenge on people who thought that she was a killer. The last story is called The Haunted House, essentially where Stella is brought back into the main house during the time when Sarah was alive. I have a theory that just like these kids that were taken by Sarah, that maybe Stella's mother was taken by Sarah a long time ago. So maybe it's kind of like this it thing where, Sarah only comes, and attacks people who kind of go after her and trespass into her domain.
Yep.
But that was Scary Movies to Tell in the Dark, and we hope you go see it too.